The San Francisco 49ers get the win against the Browns, their first win in Cleveland since 1984. And there's a lot of good stuff to take away. Not only the 49ers won, but the Carolina Panthers beat the Los Angeles Rams. Wow. Thank you to the Panthers, who the 49ers took care of pretty handedly just this last week. And the Rams could not get the W. Wow. So shout out to the Carolina Panthers. The 49ers are now one game, I believe, out of the number one seed now in the West. So the West just got very interesting with that Rams loss. So we'll see how that continues to play out. But let's talk about a couple things from this game. Shout out to Brock Purdy, man. He had the 3 interceptions, the entire world calling for him to be benched, and he comes out and has a stellar game. I thought he played well, especially with the elements, as being as windy as it was. He was throwing those passes with velocity and with some real zip on it. He went 16 of 29 for 168 yards and a touchdown pass to Juwan Jennings. He also had a rushing touchdown on a nice QB kind of zone read option. Kept it off the left side, runs in for the end zone, hits the Dougie at the end. A little bit of seasoning to Brock Purdy, as they say. But I thought it was a phenomenal response by Brock. I just really thought that with all the scrutiny and all the pressure and all the conversations about Mac Jones, I thought he played just exactly how he needed to. He made a lot of good throws. He made a lot of plays with his legs. There's a lot of plays that should have been sacked on this game, or, if you had another quarterback in there, probably would have been sacked. He really showed off his mobility and his pocket presence and his awareness to be able to get outside the pocket and make plays. He was only sacked one time in this game, which is pretty good, all things considered. I really didn't hear anything from, Colton McKivitz. Shout out to the offensive line. I think the offensive line has actually been playing pretty decent, and really didn't hear much, about them, although they were in the backfield and they were getting after Brock. For the most part, the O-line did enough. And, it wasn't a great day for Christian McCaffrey on the ground. He had 20 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown, but a good enough day for Christian, as he added 4 receptions for 21 yards on the day. Juwan Jennings had the touchdown from Brock Purdy. So, overall, Kittle had a couple big plays. One really big play down the sideline that was right before half that put them into field goal range. Matt Gay doinked it off the sideline, or off the goalpost, but it still went in. Cleveland Farrell having a big day, 2 sacks. Keon White with a sack. Both those guys, being mid-season additions, really coming out here and making some money for themselves and really playing well. Robert Saleh's defense has been great, all things considered. With all the injuries that they've been dealing with, the 2 performances that they put up back-to-back. Also, too, when you look at the Panthers, too, in context, and what they just did to the Rams defense, that's pretty crazy. So, overall right now, a good spot for the San Francisco 49ers, even with the injuries. Curtis Robinson got dinged up. He came back. So we'll see how everything comes together from the injury standpoint. But overall, great win. Again, first 49ers win since 1984. They go in there, they get the job done. Shout out to Malik Mustafa. I thought Malik Mustafa was playing phenomenally. I thought he was all over the field, making big plays. Good on the 49ers, man. I don't think a lot of people were very confident in this upcoming game with Cleveland. Not because Cleveland is necessarily just a great team or world beater, but just for the simple fact of didn't really know how the 49ers are going to show up in this one, especially with the elements. So 49ers come out, get the win. You get the upset win with the Panthers. Shout out to the Panthers, man, for taking care of business against the Rams. And now the San Francisco 49ers find themselves in a great spot. I mean, considering all the things that they have been through, to be sitting here at 9-4 heading into December, that's a pretty great spot to be. So, especially comparing it to last year. So, San Francisco 49ers get the dub. I want to know what you guys think of this. What did you think about Brock Purdy's performance? What did you think about the performance just in general? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.